Okay, so this video is to complain about the today's youth. What kinds of entertainment are you purchasing? Are you requiring for Hollywood to create for you? And this movie Twilight now is all the rage. This is just another soap opera for little girls, basically. There have been many in the past. It's not exactly like a soap opera. It's got a little bit of an adventure element, but the bottom line is it focuses around guys' undying devotion for their women, basically, in one way or another. And this is a fantasy, ladies. Most guys are not, there's no such thing as, well, there might be. I'm not trying to say there isn't such a thing as true romance, but not the way these movies depict it. And there's a lot of movies, any movie that's made for women, you can tell, obviously. I mean, we're not talking just chick flicks, because there's a lot of movies that are sort of like subtle chick flicks that aren't as obvious. But a lot of these movies are just appealing to, or not appealing to any sense of higher intellect. They're appealing to base instincts. And same with guys, guys are into movies like Transformers and comic movies. These comic movies based on comics, are not doing anything to help you learn or grow in any way, shape, or form. And I know that's not everyone's priority, but I just can't see how people can possibly derive so much entertainment from horrible dialogue, weak acting, and a story that really, beyond the superpowers involved, doesn't really include anything particularly interesting. People are so blown away by special effects. Guys are so blown away by special effects and violence, and the beautiful women in these movies, that they don't even care that they're just sitting there digesting an hour and a half long pieces of crap. So, for both guys and girls, the younger guys and girls, why are you doing this? Why are you willing to settle for this crap? Is this really where we're at? Is this because of the educational system? And it's not just movies either, television, MTV. Do you realize how stupid MTV is? I can't believe you people are watching MTV. How can you kids watch shows like The Hills? When you watch shows like, I know it's not The Hills anymore, whatever it is, the current incarnation of what The Hills once was. These shows are horrible. They are sucking the better part of your brain out of your mind and smashing it into pieces on the floor. How about the music you're listening to? What do we have now? We have whores. Women dressing like whores, acting like whores. They happen to sing, but they don't write the music, and no one's going to remember the music in 10 years. And if anyone remembers the artist, it'll be because they remember her as the girl who got drunk and crashed, or I don't know, slept with some guy or another, or got a nude picture taken on some beach. But this isn't music. These people aren't rock stars. Same with the guys. There is very little music with any kind of real integrity today, and yet kids are still listening to this stuff, listening to screamo, and listening to the flavor of the month, and it's so empty. It's so obviously empty, and I can't believe you kids have no awareness of that. You can't see the shameless repackaging of something that sold once. And some of these things that sold, I can't even believe they sold in the first place, and then they repackage it 4, 5, 6 times over. And you kids are eating it up, and you really need to take time and look at what's being shoved down your throats and say, does this really resonate with a higher calling? Am I really doing the world a favor by accepting this mind control BS designed to sell me on things? Shouldn't, maybe at a certain point, shouldn't you consider thinking of, uh, being an independent thinker, branching out on your own, and switching to media which has a little bit more of a, I don't know, it's more of a, forces, challenges you a little bit, makes you think a little bit. That's all I'm saying. I can't believe I have to be dragged down into this horrible excuse for modern entertainment. I hate most movies that come out modern day. I hate most music that comes out modern day. And I hate most advertising that comes out modern day. And it's all sort of connected, all together. They're all sort of, they're much more interconnected than they ever used to be. And you kids should realize this, and you should demand better.